Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kim and this is Expedition 3 Pages. So today I just wanted to share with you guys what I am planning on reading for February. In February. And this also includes what I plan to read for my team's prompts for Tales from Two Trails, The Battle. If you don't know what Tales from Two Trails, The Battle is, it is kind of, well, Tales from Two Trails is my TBR game that I play every single month. But this round is completely different because we're split into teams, and I guess it's kind of like more like a readathon-y thing, but will probably last for a few months. So if you're interested in finding out more about that, and there's still time to join a team if you want to, then I will link down to the first video and also to the rules video as well, because I made a separate rules video if you wanted to check that out. I do want to say I apologise for my voice. It seems to be going. Yeah, so sorry if it's all croaky, but I've tried to warm it up and it's not changing. So now here are full spoilers for the prompts for Team B, which is my team. Yes, Team B, we are going to win this. We're already in the lead. That's a spoiler, sorry if you haven't watched the video, but we're already in the lead and hopefully it can stay that way. So yeah, there are 3 prompts that you can fulfill if you're on Team B if you want to. There's also an activity as well. I do plan on doing the activity, but for the prompts, I just wanted to go over what I plan to read with you guys. So prompt number 1 was music. And for this, I had to randomize my music, I was going to say my music TBR, no. Randomise my music however I want to, and whatever song or album came up, then I could pick a book based off that. So I actually have a playlist on Spotify called Best Songs because I think they're the best songs. And I randomised that and I'll put it up here, a screenshot to it. But the song that came up was Feeling Good by Muse, which was an excellent prompt to get, I think. And so for Feeling Good, I have decided to put on The Hero of Ages by Brandon Sanderson. And the reason that I have put this on for that particular song is because it is going to feel real good when I finish this, because this is the last book in the trilogy. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm just going to feel so good because number 1, it ends the trilogy. Number 2, it's on my 40 by 40, so I get to tick that off the list. And yeah, I'm just going to have a really good time. I will actually also be using this book for the prompt Read a Book with Mist in the title, which is part of Year in Aldia readathon that runs all year round, because this is Mistborn book 3, so it works perfectly for that. I am determined to take part in the magical readathon this year, which is a really immersive readathon run by G from Book Roast. I've wanted to join in every single year since she started her big magical world, and I've just never managed to do it. I've been a school dropout every single time, but this time I'm determined. Just like I was all the other times though. The next prompt was seasonal pick, and it is currently January in the middle of winter in the UK right now, and so I've decided to go with what I chose as the group book, and that is Hard Times by Charles Dickens. And I chose this one because in January, generally it's not good times. It's hard times. So yeah, I've gone with the group book for this. So hopefully I do read this, because if I read this, I get more points. And finally, our third prompt of the month was a Wordle of the day. And so I played it during the video and it turned out to be the word tweak, which I thought at first was like going to be really hard. But now I've seen kind of the books that other people have chosen for it, and I'm like, okay, this was a lot easier than I first imagined it was going to be. So I have chosen to go with The Light Fantastic by Terry Pratchett for this prompt. This is the second book in the Discworld series, and in this particular book you follow Rincewind. That's his name, right? Yeah, Rincewind, who is the wizard that you follow in the first book, which is The Colour of Magic. And I can't remember if this is a spoiler or not, so I won't say what happens in the first book, but there's definitely tweaking going on in the first book. Yeah, I won't say what it is in case it is a spoiler, but I've decided to pick The Light Fantastic for tweak because I think it's going to occur in this book as well. Okay, so aside from my Tales from Two Trails books, I do have other books that I would like to read. The next book on my TBR is a big one. This is Middlemarch by George Eliot, and I have already started this. So for those of you who know, and for those of you who don't know, in January I was reading books suggested by you guys. Now, because of reasons that I will go over more in my January wrap up, I didn't manage to get to as many as I wanted to, but I did pick out more than I read. And so I'm gonna spread them out over the next few months because yeah, January was a bit of a write-off for me because I got really sick for the beginning of January, And then I got a bit slumpy. So of the books that I did pick out in January, I'm going to read one every single month until they've run out. There's not many, I think there's like 4 left. And I'll put the screenshot up here, but Middlemarch was suggested to me by Mana Classics. So thank you so much to you for suggesting that I read this. It wasn't the only book that they suggested, but this is the one that I chose because this is on my 40 by 40, which I need to get done. The next 2 books that I plan to get to are 2 books that are on my 40 by 40 list because I need to get through so many of these books before June comes around. So the first one is Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead by Olga Tokarczuk. This one I picked in particular because the cover is quite stark and cold looking. It just gives me January vibes. I think it just gives me January vibes. Very cold looking cover. So that's the main reason I picked this one. I said this gave me January vibes. I meant for, like January, February vibes because it's not going to be January for much longer. And the other 40 by 40 that I've picked is Inkheart by Cornelia Funk. This book was gifted to me by Amy from A-Star Read, so thank you to Amy. The reason that I wanted to put this one on the list is purely because it's middle grade fantasy and I think it would be really nice and quite light to get through, hopefully. So yeah, it was just for some more easy reading because as you can see, I've got quite a lot of classics on the list and like a big hardcore fantasy, so I just wanted something a bit lighter to kind of hopefully be a bit easier to read. The next book I have to read is a book from my friends and family book club that I do in real life. This is real life too, but you know what I mean. So the book we're reading next is The Parasites by Daphne du Maurier. I don't really know anything about this book other than you're following some siblings, a group of siblings. I think there are three of them, following 3 siblings, and they have parents who are performers, so I think their dad's a singer and their mum's a dancer. Could be the other way around. I get the impression it's kind of like a family drama, but I'm not really too sure, to be perfectly honest. I've read a few of Daphne du Maurier's books now and I do like them, but they have all been completely different, so I don't really know what to expect from this book. And then finally, because I haven't got quite enough on my TBR that I want to read in the shortest month of the year, I thought I would pick another book at random. So I used to have all my little books in this mug here. They used to be in there, but I've completely run out of space in there because I added a load of new books in just the other day. So I put them in this bag for now until I get a better container for them. But yeah, I just wanted to every single month this year just pick a book out of here. Yeah, as a little extra getting through my physical TBR. So right, let's find out what hopefully I'll read in February. This is so much better because I can mix them all around. When they were in the cup, I couldn't really do that. Sorry, I'm on my tiptoes. I keep going up and down. Okay, so let's see. Let's pick this one. Green. They're not colour-coded by like genre or anything. I don't know why I made out that green was a special colour. Okay, so shall I show you guys first? If I can ever open it. Here we go. That looks upside down. Ooh, The Underground Railroad. Okay, so here we have The Underground Railroad by Colson Whitehead, which, it won the Pulitzer Prize for Fiction in 2017. I didn't realise it was that old. I must have had this for quite a while on my shelves. This is a historical fiction book that imagines the Underground Railroad as if it was an actual railroad. So I've just quickly read the back and it seems like you're following a woman called Cora who is a slave on a cotton plantation in Georgia. And she meets Caesar, who has just arrived from somewhere else, who tells her about the Underground Railroad, and then she tries to escape, I assume. So yeah, I'm very, very excited about this one, and I'm glad it's on the TBR. So this is why I did my TBR jar, because yeah, you never know what you're going to get. And I've really wanted to read this for a long old time. Okay guys, this is my very ambitious TBR for February. Yeah, now everything's stacked together, and of course Parasites are on top, which I think is like almost 400 pages in itself, so that's quite worrying. But I am listening to Middlemarch. I will probably listen to The Parasites as well. I don't know, I'm going to see how I go. This is incredibly ambitious. Obviously these last 3 at the bottom here do take priority because I have to read them for my team, so yeah. We'll see how I go. I'd absolutely love to know if you have read any of these books or yeah, what you thought of them, if you think I'll like them, and also what you're planning on reading for the month of February. It's a short month, but I have obviously ignored that. I hope you guys are all good and I will see you in the next one. Take care everyone. Bye.